Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nerdentity Crisis, episode 127. I'm your host, Ryan By, joined as always by Mr. Adam Lovar,
Hello, hello.
my literal brother from another mother, Justin Pickamans,
Howdy do.
and finally, Josh. Still have not thought of a good nickname for him yet, Huffman.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
I'm good.
Hello,
I'm
Good.
good.
Mr. Josh. It's been a while. I feel like I missed you boys.
We missed last week. That unfortunately Josh had some shit going on. I had some shit going on. So fortunately we missed a week. But we are back. And better than ever. Right? Somehow
I'm about
Huzzah.
the same. I have not improved over the last week.
maybe slightly worse, honestly. Yeah.
I've seen
maybe.
me. Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah.
I like your shirt.
Me or Ryan?
Yeah, you.
I just have a hoodie on,
It's-
so probably not me.
It's got bears and Hawaiian shirts because I am a bear in a Hawaiian shirt. It
Nice.
all adds up.
I love it.
Oh,
Counted
that's
it like
It would have been great if you
holes
could
or
have put
something. It's
your
like, I need-
face on the bear's face. So it would have been just like keeps going into itself with
that would like
the Hawaiian
tinier
shirt. It
versions
does,
of
yeah,
me.
yeah. You know what I mean? It just keeps going further down. Yeah.
Yes, it's ridiculously meta, but
Mhm.
it would be fantastic. I need to make it.
You need 12 of them.
12.
Maybe a
Literally
baker's dozen.
just, throw them all of my normal clothing in the garbage because that is the only thing I wear from that day forward.
very nice. Very nice. All right. This is Nerd Crisis, your weekly video game and soon to be Death in Space podcast. Oh, starting today.
Woo! Soon, as in
Mine's
literally this
upstairs.
episode.
I should have grabbed it. You ran and grabbed it. Mine's upstairs. So.
Question is, where's mine? I mean,
I
I
don't
have the they sent me the PDF version because when I bought it, then so I've got that pulled up, but
That
feel like I
counts.
should
I
have
had the PDF as well, but yeah. I have 4 monitors and they all have shit on them right now, so
That works. All right. So this episode is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do some of our normal stuff. We're going to do listener questions. We're going to talk about what games we're playing. We're going to do a draft this week, pick of the week, but we are going to skip news. We are going to skip conspiracy theory. So we are going to do episode 0 of Death in Space at the end of this episode. Sort of launch us straight into episode 1, which we will be recording next week. That's exciting, huh? Finally here.
Mhm.
Finally. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm nervous about it. Not going to lie. This is not my forte.
You know what? We're all excited, so we'll carry you, and
Thank
you'll
you.
get
You did.
excited.
I know I'm excited, but I don't want to be the guy who just keeps going, "Now what do I do?" You know what I mean? And just breaking up the game, or like, what does that mean? I
you
don't
did
want to be
D&D
that
with
guy.
us.
Yeah, a little bit, but this is different. You know,
would
just
s-
reading
I
over the
mean,
rules.
If anything, this is going to be, I think, easier.
Okay, good.
Wildly
We're not
easier.
really
Yeah.
because we're not really playing with a tabletop or a
Yeah.
map, or it's just all audio. So
Yeah, it'll be good. Just listeners, give me a couple episodes to get the hang of it. I would appreciate it. I apologize if I'm annoying for the first couple. So
And same, I'm GMing a game I've never played before. So,
Yeah.
the first episode might be
It'll
like a hair
I'm
rough.
sure the
We'll
couple
get
will be rough, but we'll
Yeah.
get there.
there.
Yeah.
we'll get
Yeah.
It'll be a
We'll get
flow sort of game.
Yeah. But we definitely got to have some time for episode 0, so let's kick it off. And we start, as we always do, with a listener question from Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
Hi,
What up,
Jacob.
Jacob?
what up, Jacob?
Jacob
Yeah.
writes in, if aliens descended upon Earth, what famous person would you choose to send to be ambassador of the human race? Tradition dictates Adam goes first. Adam, what do you got?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
That is a good answer.
That is a solid choice. Fuck yeah.
He's a businessman. He knows how to like deal with PR in public and all sorts of things. he would somehow like make an alien laugh, and even though they might not even know what laughing is, but they somehow would laugh. So Ryan Reynolds.
Unless he calls one of the aliens a soggy bag of dick tips, then we might be in some trouble. But
I doubt he would do
They
that.
might be into that.
He knows
That's
how to
true.
read the room. That's all I gotta say.
I just feel like the aliens would show up and he would start talking, and they're like, "Fuck! Now I want to fuck these aliens." Like, they came on like this diplomatic, mission. Saw Ryan Reynolds
He's
and were just
staring
like,
at me in this just
God
way.
damn it.
I don't know. It makes
Yeah.
me feel weird.
Yeah,
In a good way. I don't know.
that is a solid goddamn answer, Adam. That was a
Yeah.
solid answer. I like it. Josh, who you sending?
Honestly, that's a better answer than what I was
Yeah,
gonna
right?
say.
Sorry, but
Yeah, I would. So I had two answers. Keanu Reeves
Okay.
for one of them,
fair.
because he just seems like a wonderful human being.
Yes,
I
right.
mean, just generally, he seems like a nice dude, and I don't think he would do anything to fuck us over. The other option is Steven Seagal, and the difference between the two is how I'm feeling that day. If I want us to survive the alien invasion, or if I want us to just get yeeted out of existence. Because Steven Seagal is fucking awful. So,
It's the worst.
If you
No, it
wanted
depends
them
on the
to
day.
end the Earth because you've just had enough, that would be who you definitely want to send.
Yeah, because he would just lie about shit, and then the aliens either would believe him and then destroy us purely because we're too powerful,
Right.
or B, have a single brain cell in their entire being and know that he's full of bullshit, and then just destroy us purely out of spite. So like, no matter what, we're getting destroyed in this situation. So if I like humanity that day, Keanu. If I don't like humanity, so like 364 other days of the year, then Steven Seagal.
I like it. I remember this was a long time ago, but I just went down a YouTube rabbit hole, and they had like a mini documentary with like older SNL castmates, like back when it was still really good, and unanimously the worst host, they all voted Steven Seagal. It was unanimous, dude. Like the worst human. They all fucking hated him. Everybody. Oh god.
Hold
he's
on.
terrible.
Cam said he can't hear anyone.
Oh.
Did you unmute us?
Yes. Talk now.
Rip. Test.
Can
We
you
are
hear
talking.
us, Cam?
Cam. I also
Okay, good
don't-
now.
Okay.
Damn
all
it.
right.
The one I didn't test. Sorry, everyone. That won't be in the beginning at all.
Well, it'll be in what about like when we upload it to YouTube? That won't be in either.
well, the YouTube I just pulled from Twitch, and so since Twitch didn't get the audio, then YouTube don't get no audio.
Oh fuck. Damn.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
just, like-
13 minutes.
I'm gonna like a silent movie. It's gonna just like cut to frames of text of like, I would invite Steven Seagal when the aliens come, and then it would switch back to us talking again with no audio.
So here we go.
Oh my
We're
god.
not doing it again.
I'm
Nope.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I guess
Justin's fault.
just real quick to reiterate, Jacob's question was, if aliens descended upon Earth, what famous person would you choose to send to be the ambassador of the human race? Adam went with Ryan Reynolds. Josh went with both Keanu Reeves one day of the year and Steven Seagal the other days of the year. That's where we're at so far. And you missed all the other fun stuff we said earlier.
Yeah.
But now you're caught up. Justin, what's your answer?
Well, I feel really bad, so sorry about all that. But Chris Tucker, specifically as Ruby Rod from The Fifth Element.
I like it. I like it.
Just gonna say super green all the time, and it'll be great.
Jesus Christ.
Picky's
They-
Pizza, Steven Seagal, what the fuck?
I'm just saying, if I want the aliens to destroy us, then that seems like the obvious choice.
You sent the worst human you could think of. So
Well, maybe not the worst, but like definitely the most consistently
Yeah.
terrible.
He could have sent the Kardashians. Then they definitely would have
Ooh,
blown us up.
There you go. Oof. Oof. Okay, so my answer, I'm gonna cheat a little bit, boys. I'm cheating just a hair. Actually, I'm cheating a lot because it's not a famous person. But stay with me. I will send Justin Pickavants, and here's why.
He's famous in our hearts, you know.
Justin is okay. I'm picturing like a Mars Attacks situation, right? Where there's like a big festival, welcome the aliens, and they come in and just murder everybody, just vaporize everyone. Justin is the fucking king of peer pressure. We've talked about this before. I feel like if the aliens came here intending to harm us, Justin would talk him out of it in a heartbeat. They
So
would
he's
come.
gonna be the Pierce Brosnan in the head that
Yes.
still can like
He's gonna be like-
communicate at the end to them
gonna be
somehow,
like,
and like
He's gonna be like, bros.
What if
Bros, what are you
they
doing,
don't understand
bros?
me?
all right, there's act.
Yeah.
Not
I can
only,
bust out my X.
not only would you convince them not to murder us, they would also buy a $10 Steam game. Like, you would convince them to do both. Let's be
And then
honest.
be like, it'd
It's
be
only
like
$10. Ek.
a week later, one of them would be guest hosting on the podcast. Like it would be. I feel
Well,
like
then
Justin.
we'd be
Oh.
famous.
I feel like
We
Justin's our
get the
best
aliens
hope.
on the podcast.
Yeah, there you go. I feel like Justin's our best hope for survival. I'm just saying. There's been a lot of shit just growing up, our entire childhood. The entire time I've known him, there's been a lot of shit I did not want to do, and I ended up doing anyways. So, and it's all thanks to Justin.
In the long
It's only
run, was it for
$10.
was it for the better or the worse? That's the question.
I think if you take it overall, it was a net positive. I think. Not all of it.
The,
I like
Not
those
all
odds.
of it.
I like those
Yeah.
odds.
That's only $10 thing reminds me of those memes where they're like, "Come on, bro, come do this thing. It's blah blah blah." But it's
Yeah.
like, "Come on, bro, buy this game on Steam. It's only $10. We'll play it for an entire week and we'll have tons of fun, but we'll die a whole bunch and you get to punch a whole bunch of trees for hours. Come on, bro."
I will say a lot of the bad choices in my life started with Justin too. A lot of things I've done.
Nice.
Like, hey man, you want Guitar Hero to look really awesome? Eat this. The colors will pop off the screen.
Wasn't wrong.
What?
Wasn't wrong.
The funny thing is, it was just chicken tendies.
Yeah.
It was Raising Canes.
Yeah. You ever seen Guitar Hero with some cane sauce?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's the best experience ever, but it's the best experience ever.
Shit. All right. Thank you very much for the question, Jacob. We very much appreciate it. All right, let's talk some video games. What are we playing now? It's been a couple weeks, so hopefully we got some new stuff. But obviously we'll just start getting getting Genshin out of the way, I guess. We'll start there, Josh.
Been playing some Genshin.
Yep.
New patch came out last Tuesday. So I've been exploring the desert a little bit more because there's a shit ton of desert content. And unlocked
You like making
Palatine.
sandcastles and shit.
No, there's like a giant tornado mountain in the middle of the desert now. And it's full of like ruins and things. But I've just been running around solving puzzles and open chests and things. It's pretty cool. There's like a whole genie situation that you have to collect some tablets and then it can turn off the tornado thing for you eventually, but that requires me doing story content that I haven't started. So I've just been running around the tornado.
There you go.
Unlocking shit. And that is, I think it. I don't.
Good lord, it's been 2 weeks.
I
That's
know.
it.
I'm trying to think. I
Played a
did
little Tarkov.
like 3 weeks ago though. I think that
I was
because
like,
I
I don't know
talked.
if he's
I talked.
played it. I don't know if he's played in the past 2 weeks. Yeah.
No. And I said I was in chapter like 3 of Norco. Never started it again. And I started Stalker Anomaly like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, did you? Did you end up
Yeah.
downloading?
I
Okay.
downloading it and played like all of 10 minutes. So I
Sounds about
haven't
right.
not really like enough for it to be worthwhile.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm
Okay.
at. Just
Fair
a lot of
enough.
Genshin.
There you go. Adam, what's new in Tarkov land?
Lots of killing. I don't know.
Is that all you played?
Kat and I played Outward
Okay.
last night. She played on the Steam Deck. I played it on the PC. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that game.
How
It's
is
like
it?
a RPG, kind of a little bit of hardcore aspect to it, but she was digging it. Like we were having a lot of fun with it.
Hmm.
But
I've never heard of
besides
Yeah, I've
that,
seen that one.
only Tarkov. So
it. Of course. Of course.
hit level
Um
31 today before the podcast. Trying to
oh
push to
nice.
Damn.
32. That'll be a nice milestone, but
Nice. All right. Um Justin, where you at? What have you been playing?
Just Torn still and
Mm.
Tarkov.
Wow, you guys didn't game a lot, did you? Damn.
Oh, we did
Gamed a
lots
lot
of
of
gaming.
Tarkov.
Oh, a lot
Lots
of
of
Tarkov.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm almost level 17.
Oh, there you go.
I think not this last weekend, but the weekend before, I was like, I quit for the day and was like, I'm never fucking playing this game again. I'm ready to
I
uninstall. I
felt
just kept
bad when
getting,
you left. Like Brian and I were talking about it. Like you had such a bad morning. We're just like, fuck, I feel bad.
but it was just frustrating because I came up on so many guys and I could never kill anything. Like everyone I tried to kill just murdered me, scavs, players, everything, and I was like, I don't fucking get it. And then ended up playing the next morning and the slaying, and now I've been slaying. I'm ahead of a couple people on a couple quests. Not all quests, but like stir up. You got to kill 3 PMCs with a pistol. Pretty sure I beat Pops to that one. And then Friend of the West, you got to kill 7 USECs, and I think I beat Pops to that one.
Nice.
So I'm starting to actually get kills and feel better about it.
Cool. Very nice. Glad to hear it. Well, I guess I played enough games for all of us. I played a lot of fucking games. So, um, I rolled credits on Danganronpa, and I loved it. I loved that game. I will say the story fell apart a little bit at the end for me, a little bit. Like they did something with the story. I don't want to spoil anything. That another game that I really liked did something similar, and both times I was like, really? Like really? So it did fall apart a little bit, but still the as a whole, the game was outstanding, man. I've never played a game like that before. Um, but it was super good. Like just watching your classmates get murdered was awesome. I really really enjoyed it. So roll credits on that. And then I decided with so many big games coming out over the next couple months, I just wanted to play some indie titles, so I went on trusty old Game Pass. Um, and I have 2 pick of the weeks this week. So one of them's since we missed last week, one of them's a game, which I'll talk about. I'll just get my first one out of the way here. But one of the games I played is called Escape Academy. And that was pretty fun, man. It's like a 6-hour game. That's all it is. So it was really quick, but it was fun. It was enjoyable. Like you join an escape academy or the escape academy and they put you through all these tests or whatever, so it's like an escape room in the game. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, just quick 6 hours, done. Then I started playing a game called Nobody Saves the World. It's kind of like the gameplay is kind of like Link to the Past. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. It was a lot of fun. Here's the shitty part. I started playing it, and 2 days later, it left Game Pass. So I was like, God damn it. So I haven't rebought it yet. I need to buy it, but I'll go back to that at some point. But it was fun from what I was playing. You kind of like get this wizard's wand, and you can transform into other things. Like, and you
Like a
keep
white
unlocking.
looking thing. Like I've seen the
Yeah,
like
yes.
cover. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Marshmallow
I'm
dude.
familiar.
Yeah,
of
you're
it.
a
Yeah,
marshmallow dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But like your wand lets you transform into other things that have different abilities, and you kind of unlock them more as you go. So it's
So
pretty
it's
cool. Like,
Kirby.
nah, not really. Like the first one, like you transform into a rat is the first one, and then there's like a ranger and a knight and a horse, and like they all play differently. Like the horse, your attack is kicking with your hind legs, so you can only attack people who are behind you, but you do a lot of damage. So like that's kind of cool. I don't know. It was fun. It's a fun game. I'll
So
go back to it
Kirby. Got
a little bit,
it.
but
Got pretty good reviews.
Kirby in A Link to the Past style.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then I played Vampire Survivors, and
So
fuck,
addictive
that
and
game's
fun.
good. Oh my
It's
god, that
an
game's good.
addictive, weird way,
Yes,
but you can like have 30 minutes slip away real
yeah,
quick.
easy. Like, and it's one of those games very much like Hades, where you're like, one
Great
more
on the
run.
Steam Deck, by the way.
Oh, nice. I bet it is.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's one of those games where you're like, all right, one more run. All right, one more run. All right, one
Mhm.
more run. And you just keep going and going and going. Dude, it's a blasty blast, man. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And like
Is that on the
super,
Switch?
super cheap, right? Or if not
Oh, yeah.
free, or like I mean,
Well,
like
free on Game Pass, but I don't know what I bet
I
it's
feel like
like
on
10
Steam
bucks.
it's like no, it's like even less than that. I think
Wow,
it's like
that'd be crazy.
it's like $2 or something.
It's
Yeah.
$5, but
Okay.
right now you can get the game plus the DLC for $5.58.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
was just saying it's super cheap and
It is
it's
so
totally
worth it.
worth it.
So worth it.
Not on
100% worth
Switch.
it.
Not on Switch.
It reminds me of like old school, like what was it, like Golden Axe, like on NES,
Yeah.
where like
Yep.
the things are just swarming you and you're shooting it like
Yeah.
super fast, trying to clear paths through
Yep.
stuff, and like that's what it is. It's
Dude,
amazing.
it's super dope. It is a lot of fun. And like I said, it's one of those that cuz you don't have to just play that game. Like I'm playing other games and just hopping into that, like I'll do a quick match, you know what I mean? Like it's perfect for that. If you just want to dive in, the longest you can spend in a level is 30 minutes before it kicks
Mhm.
you out, but I've only made to the 30-minute mark once so far. Otherwise I
Mhm.
die before that hits. But yeah, super good. Super
Lots
good
of
game.
RNG and like what you find and how you like upgrade yourself,
Yes.
and like it's very roguelike, and
Yes.
it's awesome. It's a great game.
Super good. Super good.
Apparently,
But
there's a game called Legion of Doom coming to the Switch that was inspired by Vampire Survivors.
dude, I see ripoffs all the time for that. Like mobile games, there's a bunch of mobile
Sure,
games that have
yeah.
ripped it off. Yeah. So, but my pick of the week, one of my pick of the weeks, which I'm going to recommend to both Adam and Josh, that you should both definitely play this game.
Must be a single player game.
Yep. It is called Chained Echoes.
Chained Echo.
Okay. If Secrets of Mana or Mana, do you say Mana or Mana?
Mana.
Mana.
Okay. If Secrets of Mana, Final Fantasy VI, and Chrono Trigger had a baby, it's this game. Very, very good, dude.
Classic Studio with Sword, Magic, and Max.
It scratches like that old SNES JRPG itch in the best way possible. It is very, 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 very.
Where did you
good.
play it on?
I'm playing on Game Pass, so
Game
on my
Pass,
Xbox.
okay.
Yeah, it
Got
is on Game Pass. I can't imagine it's that expensive to buy though either. But yeah, dude, it's like if you took those three games.
Wow, it's $25 on Steam.
Is it really? Wow, that's more than I thought it was going to be.
It's
I
got
do have
very
to say-
positive reviews, but still, that's
I looked
No.
up.
They got to make up for not making any money on Game
That's
Pass.
just a no. Yeah.
I
on
I looked
Steam.
up on how long to beat, and it's like a 42-hour game, so you definitely get your money's worth. So, but it is so fun, man. Like I said, it scratches that itch of like old school SNES JRPGs. Um, the battle system's really cool. Like as the battle goes on, you enter into what's called overdrive. And when there's this little bar at the top of the screen, and when you're in overdrive, it's green. And like if you use your strongest moves, the bar keeps moving up and up and up and up. And then if it gets too far, you go into the red. And when you're in the red, you take double damage the whole time. But there are certain ways to kind of kick the bar backwards. So you're always trying to like I can use this super powerful move, but it might kick me into overdrive. Or do
Yeah.
I kind of hold back? You're just trying to stay in the green the whole time. So that's kind of like the cool gameplay element. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm like 12 hours in so far. Very, very, very good. If it ever goes on sale, Adam or Josh, or Adam, you have Game Pass, but um, I strongly recommend you pick it up. Strongly recommend. It's super good. Super, super, super good. But that's all I've been playing. Like I said, I played a lot. I will be playing starting tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. I'm going out of town tomorrow. Probably Wednesday. I am going to start playing Forspoken. Metacritic's not going well. But I just kind of look at like fuck all these gaming websites. I hate them all. So if you want to know what it's really like, Nerdentity Crisis has got your back. So we're real gamers, not like these fucking IGNs and GameSpots.
It's gonna be so sad when he comes back next week and he's like, "It's a bad game, guys." Like I feel really bad.
I have a feeling you might hear that from me. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna play it anyways. I figure it can't
I'll
be as
appreciate the honesty either
Right.
way.
I hope it can't be as bad as like as disappointing as like Deathloop was for me. Because I was super hyped for that and I hated that game. So hopefully it's not that bad. But
Could be.
But we'll see. But I will be playing that starting this week. So more on that later. All right, that wraps up. What are we playing now? Like I said, we are skipping the news this week, which of course, like the 1 week we're not going to do news, there's quite a bit of news to talk about, but whatever, it's fine. So we're also skipping conspiracy theory. Just so we have plenty of time for session 0. So let's do our draft. This week, it is Adam's pick. And if you guys remember from the last few weeks, last week Josh did video game soundtracks, and the week before I did cookies. So this week is Josh favorite meals. And I think
Adam.
Oh yeah, sorry, Adam's pick is favorite meals, and I think it's safe to say, I think you can kind of make a case for who had the best list every week, but I think we can all agree Justin finished in last both weeks. So. So maybe Justin will redeem himself this week with favorite meals. If I remember correctly, the order will go Adam, Justin, me, Josh this week, if I remember right.
I thought this one was harder than the previous 2 weeks. I'm gonna be totally honest.
And it should be.
We just needed 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but if someone else picks the thing that you pick, then you're
I doubt it.
I doubt it. All right, Adam, it is yours, so kick us off.
My favorite meal, and I don't care where I go if it's on the menu, is a gyro.
Really?
Gyros are dope.
It's like one of those weird things. I love it. Like I want to buy a spit so I can do them at home. And yeah, it's one of those things that I love so much in life.
Damn.
I like local pours better, but it's not like a true gyro.
I never knew that about you, Adam.
Would you do lamb, beef, or both?
Mixture of both. I would do
Correct
I would do a loaf and like spices and stuff and make slices and make my own pita bread and tzatziki sauce and like everything. Do it myself. Like somebody gyro is amazing.
The only time
Josh,
I
have you
ever
had
had
local pours?
Nope.
They do
They do.
interesting
I like
take on like
their
their
black
normal
bean
one
burger
and
and their
their
ramen
version.
and shit. So
Yeah.
The only
They
gyros
do,
I've ever eaten are at a fair, like out of a truck.
it's hard
Yeah,
to
That's it.
it's
it's
hard
not
to
the
fuck up
same.
a gyro though. Like
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had a bad gyro. I've had gyros, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a bad one.
I think
Right.
my favorite gyros is when I lived in Chicago. There was a little diner called like Arts Diner, and they just did it like off the spit, and they'd cut it, and they would like make fucking gyros for you. And I don't know.
Mm.
I worked across the street from them and would get it like every single day for
Nice.
lunch, and it was amazing.
Very nice. All right, cool. Justin, your pick. Favorite meal?
So essentially a famous bowl, but it doesn't have to be KFC's. But I love chicken, mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy together.
All right, that's fair. That's
It's a
like
good
a
old Midwest meal.
yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
And the sweet corn is a requirement. It's like
Yeah, especially for us, yeah.
If you can you even eat mashed potatoes without sweet corn in it? I don't think that's allowed.
you can, but it goes from like a famous bowl to a depression bowl. Like it exists, but
Oh, someone just walked behind
Justin, there's a
The
phantom
cre-
behind you.
There's a ghost
There's a
behind
phantom
Oh,
behind me.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus, I'm getting haunted.
All right, solid choice. Famous bowls. Mine. I can't think of what could I possibly pick for a favorite meal. I'm gonna have to go chicky tendies, boys. I think that's
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
specifically Irish Democrats chicky tendies,
Mm.
followed by a very close second Culver's chicky tendies. Are definitely two top tier, absolute top tier. I love chicky tendies so much. It is my favorite food. And I'll fight anybody who disagrees that chicky tendies are awesome.
We gotta have like a
They are
live
awesome.
episode where we just like live stream. You know, like those people who live stream like where they're walking around the street or going to a bar or whatever.
Yeah.
We just like go and collect all of the chicky tendies around this area and then try them and then
Yeah.
rank them.
We should do that in person.
And I'll just be sad because
Well,
there's
yeah,
so
no, I
many
mean, I
better
mean in person.
foods out there.
There's definitely not. Chicky tendies are the best. Top
Mm.
tier, hands down. The best. Especially Irish Democrats, man. You just can't beat them. You can't beat them.
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Dipping sauce of choice.
Honey mustard is my dipping sauce of choice.
An acceptable answer.
Yes.
Ranch.
Fu-
I'm from the
Mm,
Midwest. It is a
yeah.
requirement but requirement.
I think honey mustard followed very closely by barbecue sauce, like a honey barbecue. That's probably second.
I don't
What I've
like
been
sweet
doing-
barbecues.
What I've been doing when I make chicken nuggets at home is ranch with sriracha mixed in.
Ooh, there
Fuck
you
yeah.
go. There
Fuck
you
yeah.
go. That sounds good. I can't do ranch. My wife ruined ranch for me. She fucking puts ranch on everything, and I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm over it. I'm done with ranch.
Just reminds me of the time that I was at Applebee's and this woman pulls out from her purse a family size of ranch to pour on her plate. And I was
Serious?
like, yeah.
Oh god.
It would just be
Been-
like warm
been
in
there,
the
though.
purse.
That's hilarious.
I've definitely seen that when I was at the barbecue restaurant, like someone getting like cheese balls and then pulling out ranch from their purse, and you're like,
What the
"Oh,
fuck?
what? Why? Gross."
I'm gonna be honest, Ryan. Though, like if my wife ruined ranch for me like that, I would just get rid of the wife. The ranch I would keep. It would be
God.
chilled in my refrigerator,
Yeah,
not on the purse, but
hilarious. All right, Josh, favorite food?
pizza. I didn't
Yeah.
expect to be able to get this one.
Right.
That
That was my number 2.
No.
It's actually my second probably favorite food of all time. But I feel like one of you would eventually have said pizza because it's just like ubiquitous of most people's favorite food. I know Justin hates pizza because he is
Yeah.
a communist. But he only likes the pizza if you put like a sickle and hammer out of pepperonis on the top. Don't know why. Don't know why. Weird coincidence. But
I don't hate pizza anymore. It's not like I would never pick pizza over something else.
What if it like like if you ever had Fong's pizza? If it's like
Yeah, of
unique,
course.
Yeah,
if it's like unique like that,
Fong's
such
closed.
a niche bullshit.
I
Yeah,
Did
love
close.
Fong's.
It closed, so you'll never get it again.
Oh no shit!
Well, the Cedar Rapids one closed.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
Des Moines
still
still open.
Ankeny and Des Moines and wherever the third one was near there.
I feel like
Ames,
they only
maybe?
have 1 or 2 still open now.
Weird.
I could be
I
wrong.
still think they have 3, but I could be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Either way, Cedar Rapids gone.
interesting. All right.
Supposedly, Wigan Penn has a fire crab rangoon pizza. I have not had it because
I
Wigan
haven't
Penn
tried
is
it yet.
wildly inconvenient for me. But
Wigan Penn's pizzas
Huff.
are amazing, but I can't imagine them having a good like crab rangoon pizza.
supposedly,
Next time, Huff,
yeah.
that you come for a game, Marissa and I can go pick that up, and we
There
can
you
eat that for a board game.
Wigan
Yeah,
Penn's so
fucking
good.
delicious. So
There you go.
fucking good.
All right. Pizza's
And
such
it-
a solid choice.
Just so you know, yes, I do sometimes dip my pizza in ranch.
Of
Just
course
getting
you
that
do.
out on the table. Just so
I
My-
do
we're all on
the
the same
ranch
page.
sriracha with pizza too.
Dude, Constance
sounds
doesn't
fucking
dip her
fire.
pizza in ranch. She just opens the fucking ranch bottle and pours it on top of the pizza. It's
Just
insane.
unhinges her jaw. and
Yeah,
just puts
pretty
the whole
much.
bottle of ranch
Pretty close.
down the hatch.
Fucking
Doesn't
insane.
even open it. Just
So much ranch. All right. Adam, choice number 2.
Eggs.
Oh,
that is a good answer. I
They're
didn't
made
think of
out
that
of
one.
gold at this point with how expensive they are, but yes, eggs.
Dude, right? Like
It's like
Pat and I went to
saffron
Costco
eggs.
the other weekend. They were out of eggs, and I was like, "How is Costco out of eggs? Like, what the fuck?" Like, it blew my mind.
It's the only place you can afford eggs anymore. Like,
And then we
it's-
went to Hy-Vee, and like, I was like, they were stupid expensive.
Oh,
so
yeah.
fuck. Anyway, long story short, eggs. You can
Yeah.
prepare them in amazingly different ways. Like, it was the very first thing my grandma ever taught me how to cook on a gas stove on a cast iron skillet. Like, I don't know, eggs have always just been there for me in my life, and I love them in so many different forms. So yeah, eggs.
They're delish.
Mhm.
Delish. Okay,
Right.
so
That's
you're out at a restaurant, Adam, and you order for breakfast. You're out for breakfast, and you order something
Mm.
with eggs, and they say, "How do you want your eggs?" What is your answer?
So if I was getting something where they asked me how to prepare my eggs, they would be over easy or sunny side up, either
Okay.
or.
All right.
But more often than
Same.
not, I really enjoy omelets. So like, it depends on what I was doing. But yeah, over easy, sunny side
Okay.
up.
Fair enough.
Got to get
Are
that
you-
yolk and dip it in that shit. Yum yum yum.
if you had to scramble it, which may be a sin, but
No, it's fine.
you a-
I
are you a
enjoyed
soft-
scrambling.
are you a soft scramble or a hard scramble?
Soft because it usually mixes in a little bit more flavor. Like hard, they a little bit rubbery, but like
Mhm.
at the same
Yep.
time, I've accidentally left it alone and like it becomes that way. I'm still gonna eat it. Like it doesn't matter.
There's no
Yeah.
bad form.
Yeah, but definitely like a little bit softer so it mixes in. My personal favorite is the ramen egg, though, to do like a soft boil in like a sous vide. So it's still kind of yolky in the inside, and then you brine it in like soy sauce and stuff. And then
Oh.
yeah, the ramen egg is probably my favorite of eggs because
Should
it's very hard to do.
let's just have Adam write me off forever at this point and just stop being friends with me. The only way I get my eggs done are scrambled to the point where they start to turn brown a little bit. Like
It's just sad.
that's
I'm not
that's
even
how I get
mad.
my eggs.
It's just sad.
Like that's what that I agree. That's when I like walked away and something happened and I maybe got a call from my mom and I come back and my eggs are like,
It's the best way to eat them. It's
fuck,
the best way to eat them.
sad. Like
I refuse to get scrambled eggs at a restaurant because they always end up too done.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're crazy. It's
I mean-
perfect.
Like home cooked, especially like if they're still a little moist and they got cheese.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Nope.
Make
Mm,
some cheese and a little bit of
delicious.
milk in there, and like let it
Yep.
do its like yeah, fuck yeah, that's amazing.
I
But
will say when I order breakfast at work, uh, I get like scrambled eggs with it. I'm like, make sure they're well done. Like they need to start turning brown. And every time my kitchen manager just goes, "I fucking hate you." Every time.
yeah, like they should. Like what the fuck? The only time that's acceptable is if like you're doing like a egg bake or like a quiche or something like that.
Yeah.
Then it's acceptable to have some browning and some crisp and stuff like that to the egg. But like if you're having an egg alone,
No.
You
Fuck
should
yeah.
Quiche maybe
you're
because it
just
has
wrong.
enough juices inside.
And it's
Just-
like meant to be a solid object.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't want a runny quiche.
It's like an omelet.
Yeah.
It's like an omelet.
Yeah.
I've only had one bad form of egg, and that was balut.
Ooh, gross.
I
don't know what that is.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I know what this
So
is.
it is a
yeah.
cooked egg, like in the shell, but it has a half born chicken on the inside
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
It is not a
Mm.
You ate it?
I did eat it, and I don't think I would do it again.
It sounds crunchy and weird.
That's the thing is like texture was a big issue. Like
Yeah.
the taste wasn't
Well, yeah.
the worst, but it like there's bones, like
Yeah.
like underdeveloped chicken bones.
Ugh.
Blech.
Maybe it's
uh,
kind of like a pork rind, but maybe a little bit. I don't know.
softer than
maybe-
pork rind for sure. But I haven't had one of those like volcano eggs where they bury them in the sand for like 20 years. You ever seen those?
No.
So what they do
What
is
Not
they
familiar with this at all.
fill a ceramic pot with eggs, and the eggs are non-cooked if I remember correctly. Then what they do is they bury it in hot sand for years, and then you remove the ceramic pot and then you eat the rotten eggs. That is
No.
a thing
I
that
mean, they've done that. I mean, that's similar to like what they do with soy and like some of those things. Like they'll do similar
exact-
things and bury that something like Korean. Yeah,
Kimchi,
like there's yeah. I
traditionally
mean,
is buried in a ceramic pot to keep it cool in like other regions. But I mean, kimchi is amazing.
I'd try it.
But one of those things that
The
like
egg?
the egg.
Yeah, I would.
I would probably try it at least once.
Yeah, I'd try it.
Abscess is an issue around here because who's making that? Well, I don't have a volcano near me.
Ugh. Ugh. All right. We gotta move on. This is grossing me out. Justin, what's your second pick?
Chicken fried rice.
Ooh.
Alright. I figured you were gonna have Asian on there somewhere. I figured. That's a solid choice. In fact, when Justin and I were kids, anytime we got to pick what was for supper, me every time pizza. Justin every time Chinese. Every single time. Every time. So
Nice. Egg fried rice, like chicken and egg fried rice, or no egg?
Oh.
eggs.
No, with egg. It's not
Okay,
even.
I wanted to verify because there are some heathens that don't put egg in their fried rice.
Heathens.
I could eat
Uh,
chicken fried rice for every meal of the day for the rest of my life, and I would never get sick of it.
Mm.
That's how I feel about pizza. Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm already
Okay.
sick of pizza just thinking about eating it 2 days in a row.
All right. So my second pick, I'm going generic, just like pizza. I'm going burgers,
Shocking.
man. I fucking love burgers. I love a good goddamn burger. Even like, and I was trying to think of like a restaurant, and I can't really. Just like made on my grill at home burgers. It's like one of my favorite meals.
There's so many different good ways to do it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a smash burger on like a cast iron or a flat, griddle, or some good just on the grill burgers. Like,
Smash
fuck yeah.
burgers are my favorite.
Smash burgers are so good.
They're
Yeah.
delicious.
Same.
Although there's a restaurant just called Smash Burger that we went to in
Mhm.
LA. Not
Mhm.
impressed. Like I'd much
Hmm.
rather just do it myself. Like I was Yeah, a little disappointing. A little disappointing.
If you're in LA, you got to go In-N-Out. It's
Fuck yeah, we did.
and Shake
They're
Shack
moving
is
east.
fire.
In-N-Out.
I've never actually
In-N-Out?
had Shake Shack. I've heard about them and I've seen them, and like it looks good. I've never actually had it
I've thought
personally
about
though.
it. There's one in the Mall of America. Every time we like
Oh.
are up there, go to a Vikings game, I've thought about it, and I just never have.
You
So,
should.
Yeah.
So
need
I will
check it out.
say I've had Shake Shack in California, in Texas, and I think in Mall of America. And the Mall of America one was the worst of the
Was it
three.
really?
Yeah.
That
It
makes
could have
sense.
just been
Really.
the time and place. But the other ones definitely were better.
And
I mean, I would almost assume they have a different supplier.
that could be.
Well, I mean, Shake Shack they're pretty intense about, they're kind of like In-N-Out, that like they'll only build in places where they have like a good supply chain. But Mall of America is maybe different because like, fuck it, there's so much traffic in there that
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
That's
it is close
why,
enough to an airport though that they could swing it.
yeah, but that's why like In-N-Out wasn't heading east for so long, is because they're like, we can't guarantee good supply chains, so we're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Which I respect. I hate them for it, but I respect it.
The most.
In and Out is
the
like
most.
Chick-fil-A and Raising Cane's though, where the line can be like any other restaurant. You'd see the car line and you'd be like, it's not worth it. But those three places you go,
Oh
those
yeah.
lines go so fast.
Yeah, they fly. Yeah, when
I
that
mean,
one we
In and
went
Out
to,
sells three things, so it's not like
the
they
one we
have
went
to.
to in LA was ridiculously like you couldn't even hardly move inside, and we're like, fuck it, we're doing it anyways, and it was worth it. So worth it. But it was the most disappointing burger I've ever had, and I probably shouldn't say this because the company I work for owns a bunch of these restaurants. Wahlburgers are terrible, dude. Like they're really not good. Like
Hmm.
super underwhelmed. Super underwhelming. Um
I
so I'm
liked
going huh?
I've liked what I've had from there so far, but it is pretty expensive for what you're
Yeah,
getting.
right. Yes, very true. All right, Josh, what is your second choice?
This is technically my favorite food of all time, but I figured y'all would pick it less. So it's my second choice, lasagna.
Good choice.
I fucking love lasagna.
That's Cat's like favorite food for
Yeah,
sure.
if it wasn't such a pain in the ass to make, I would eat it all the time.
Yeah.
Now you could put in like a Stouffer's lasagna, you buy frozen and put it in the oven. That's still good, although I like homemade is definitely better. But I don't know, it's the perfect food. Very filling. You got a mixture of textures. It tastes delicious. Um
Reheats well.
Reheats well. Yeah,
Yep.
I love reheated lasagna. And I don't know, it's just I feel like I do know some crazy people who don't enjoy pizza. But I don't know that I've met anyone that hates lasagna. What is there to hate about lasagna? It's perfect.
Nothing.
Um,
Nothing.
yeah.
I will say for like a quick meal, have you tried what's the brand? Rana? Rana? You can find them in Hy-Vee's for sure. It's like in the refrigerated meat aisle. It's refrigerated lasagna.
Okay, I've had other things by the brand. I think they make like
Yeah.
gnocchi as well.
Yes. Yep.
And those were good. Gnocchi is delicious as well. It's not.
I love gnocchi.
Um,
But yeah,
but
for
yeah,
like a lasagna that's just like a quick throw in the oven, pretty solid, man. Pretty solid.
I'll
So
have to try it.
yeah, not bad. All right, final round. Adam, what is your final choice?
I'm kind of surprised it's gotten to this point, but sushi.
Not for me.
Sushi is, oh my god, I could have it all the time if I could without
Would you
mercury
get
poisoning.
like a whole bunch of different kinds?
I mean, yeah, there's no
Or would you be
like
stuck with
wrong
one?
answer with sushi. Like, so tuna, eel, like There's all sorts of things.
good.
Like
We
it's
just had
so
sushi
good.
on Friday.
Like in all of its forms, sushi. So good.
In all of its
All the
forms.
time. Yeah. Like I
Alright.
remember like Justin's journey with sushi. Like when he didn't like it and like we used to live together and we went to a place nearby and like I don't know, it's amazing. Sushi is awesome.
I would only get cooked sushi for several months, and then I slowly
They call it
tried
the Justin roll. It
different
was
stuff.
like it was cooked chicken with like when they put avocado on it with like a little bit of like
It was chicken tempura with
yeah.
avocado, like spicy mayo, and
Mm-hmm.
what's the brown sauce?
Like soy
With like
So-
eel sauce or like yum yum
oh
sauce sort of
yeah,
thing. But
yeah, one
yeah.
of those.
But yeah.
Yep.
Like I don't know. Sushi's amazing.
I could
You can have it in
literally
all
go in and
different
say I want the
forms. It's
Justin
great.
roll.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Justin, third and final choice.
So salmon, rice, and asparagus.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I have a
Sounds
feeling this is like a
healthy as
Marissa
fuck.
meal.
It is a MRSA meal,
Yeah.
but it is delicious.
Yeah. I love seafood, dude. Any
Get it
seafood.
right behind me.
Yeah.
She's not actually.
Okay.
Solid choice. And I love seafood.
I'm haunted, boys.
Dude. The wife and I are talking about for vacation this summer going to Maine. I think we might do it. Acadia National Park. And really the whole reason is to get the freshest seafood alive. That's kind of why we want to go. So solid choice.
I gotta say, like eating sushi in Japan, like kind of made sushi very sad here.
Ruined it a little bit.
Like I've it's been enough years that like it's back to its former glory.
Yeah.
But there was like a moment, like the first time I had sushi in Iowa again, where I'm like,
I bet.
sad.
Yeah.
Like this is maybe I just ordered something bad and then I realized, oh, we are a landlocked state surrounded by landlocked states.
Yeah.
That's why that sushi ya place that we went for my birthday.
Mhm.
That's where Marissa and I go in North Liberty all the time, but it was so busy on Friday that we had to sit at the bar. And so they're making it all in front of you, but it's like 4 Japanese men speaking Japanese to each other, and they're just machines
Right.
Yeah.
making
So
it.
talented.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know how good of the quality fish they're getting, but they do it really fucking well. I mean, it tastes delicious.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very cool. All right, my final choice. I'm going with Mexican, man. Anything in a
You
tortilla
gotta
shell. Anything
Yeah, you
in a
can't take an
Yeah, I know.
entire genre.
I'm going. Anything in a tortilla shell, specifically burritos, soft tacos, enchiladas are probably my 3 top.
Chimichangas.
Beef, chicken, shrimp, whatever meat you want to throw in there. Steak, I don't care.
Did we ever take you to El Super?
No, you talked about it numerous times, but we never did. We never did go.
We should next time you visit. We should talk them into either going there or everyone go to Mas Margaritas. I
Yeah,
think
Say
that's the
El
best
Super is
Mexican
so
in
good.
town.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit Tex-Mex, but also I gotta throw Pancheros in there. I mean, that's definitely a part of it too. I fucking love Pancheros, man.
If you get a good one, their quality has gone downhill.
Have they really? I haven't
Well,
had it in forever.
it's you roll like a D20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you can have an amazing fucking burrito, but like 3 through 17, meh,
Yeah.
it's fine. Not great.
It's weird too because we've got 4 locations in CR, and it's like 1 month, 1 location is fire, and then the employees there quit, and
Yeah.
it's like Russian roulette picking.
Oh damn.
I've never
The
seen the same
Pancheros.
employee twice in a Pancheros.
That's
Like,
crazy.
sure, I don't go to Pancheros like super often, but I used to go like once a week when I worked like with y'all, where we would go and get burritos or whatever. But I have legitimately, even week to week, never seen the same 2 employees twice.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, obviously my experience with Pancheros is limited compared to yours because I don't have it near me. But That's what I think. It's probably more special for me that way, just because I don't get it very often. But love me anything burrito, enchilada, soft taco, any of that shit. Love it, love it. Josh, final pick.
So this specific thing, I'm gonna do a category and then the specific food, similar to you, because if you're gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat. A barbecue, American
Okay.
barbecue, but specifically pulled pork is manna from the heavens.
From me.
From you, but also just in general, you do make a damn fire pulled pork. If I could just inject it directly into my blood veins, I would. I would just like, I don't know, just like straight shoot it into my carotid. Like that's pulled pork is so fucking good. Specifically, and I won't turn down a barbecue sauce, but like a Carolina mustard on pulled pork.
It's so good.
So good. It is
But
tangy and like of course and like pulled pork done like even 90% correctly is like super tender. You can overcook pulled pork, but it's hard. There's a lot of fat involved there. But yeah, I could legitimately eat pulled pork almost every day of the week. I'd
How
have to
about
have to
how
put in some
about
pizza in.
pizza? Pizza with pulled pork on it. Have you ever had it?
I have, and not a fan.
Oh wow,
And
interesting.
here's why. Every like pulled pork pizza I've ever had, the sauce is sweet barbecue.
Okay.
Every single one.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
And I'm not completely on Adam's side here, but I lean towards the not enjoying sweet things nearly so much. So I would like a savory, like vinegary barbecue more than a sweet one.
It
Gotcha.
just works so well. Like
Yeah,
pork has like a sulfuric kind of aspect to it, so the tanginess of it
that
so
and
good, so good together.
yeah, like I mean specifically the acid in vinegar or mustard, which is also vinegar based, uh, with the fat content of pulled pork, just works so perfectly together.
Mhm.
So if I would need to make my own pizza with like a Carolina mustard sauce with pulled pork on it. And probably after I cooked it, then I would dollop a little bit of uh coleslaw
There you
on
go.
it,
Hmm.
which
There you
would
go.
give me both a texture a difference because you'd have the like softer pizza and pulled pork, but then the crunchy top, but also like temperature differences because you'd have like the chilled uh coleslaw on top of the
Yeah.
hot pizza.
You'd have to drain it though.
Oh yeah,
I would
it would
want
have to
more
be
crunchy
drained.
than soggy.
I'd probably go with like a quick slaw, like where and not one that's just like tons of mayo or anything because that would get a little weird. It would have to be just like a very refreshing, very quick pickle. Um and just to keep everything crunchy and not gross when it introduced with the heat. But
That's the
that's
best part about working at that pizza place back in the day. We used to make random ass
make whatever you want.
pizzas. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd said it in chat, but we made a sandwich at the barbecue restaurant called the Slaw Witch, which was pulled pork, coleslaw, pickles, and then usually we would put our Carolina mustard sauce on top of it. It was fucking fire. It was so good.
Nice.
There's my favorite sandwich of all time is like a pastrami sandwich with coleslaw on it, like with like a Russian dressing. Uh yeah. So fucking good.
Nice.
Anvil
This
doesn't exist anymore.
Anvil doesn't exist. The only place that I can get that is maybe Nelson's. I haven't checked there recently. Or although it's not the best thing in the world, I can still get it, which is Capriati's, because I still
Mm.
think that I still think that one
So
exists on the
expensive
other side of
though.
town. And it's not good enough for me to get all the time. Like once a quarter, I'll do some
There you
Capriati's,
go.
and I will get me the Capistrami specifically.
Mhm.
But
So good.
I used to get that when I worked at Best Buy, but I've
It's the
hardly
best.
touched Capriati's since.
pastrami's so good, just in general. I know I said I picked pulled pork, and I stick to that answer, but pastrami is fucking
So
great.
much better.
Assuming it's not just completely juniper berries, because a hint is fine. But I've had some weird ass pastrami that just tasted like pine trees.
Oh shit! All right. Well, that wraps up the draft. We better get moving.
Real quick,
Yeah.
honorable mention shepherd pie.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
What was
delicious.
it?
Shepherd's pie.
Interesting.
I like it during the
But it
fall and
was-
winter.
It's too much like a famous bowl, so it was just
there,
me
you
a
go.
backup.
There you go.
But
I was gonna
Um,
say you're just a big fan of like a bunch of shit put in a bowl.
it with mashed potatoes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So just a reminder, not next week, 2 weeks from now, next episode we record will be Justin's pick for the draft. So Justin, start thinking of a topic or category we can go off of. But I mean I think I have the best list again this week. Sorry, boys. Actually, no, Adam beat me out in the cookie list, if I remember right. I think I agreed that Adam trumped me in the cookie category.
You, we're moving on.
By the way, hey, while reminding of it, Oreo thins in the freezer, dope. So good. Delicious.
Did you
Like-
get the regular or the mint thins?
I got the regular.
Okay, try the mint thins because they're
Yeah.
my personal favorite,
All right.
especially in the freezer. But
I have
I'll give
some
it
in
a
the
shot.
freezer right meow.
Oh, solid recommendation. Delicious. Delicious. All right, let's move on. We got one more listener question pick of the week, and then we'll start episode 0. So, but first up, Pistol Pete writes in, hi Pistol Pete.
Pistol
Pete.
Pete.
What up, Pistol Pete?
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
Pistol Pete says, hey guys, you are put
Sorry, it's Tarkov.
you are
That
put
wasn't a
in-
pistol.
It wasn't a pistol anymore.
You are put in charge of running Heck. Heck is the place people go when they die if they aren't good enough for heaven, but also not evil enough for hell. What is the first torture you will invent? Justin, we'll go to you first. You're put in charge of running Heck, Justin. What is your first torture?
I'm gonna make him listen to Cam explain life.
Uh,
like
Like
they're
for an
gonna be
extended
in a cam
period
hole
or-
in Heck. Oh yeah.
or every
there's no
day?
such thing as beef jerky there.
No.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't know about beef jerky, so it wouldn't
They
matter.
wouldn't.
There's no
Cam
such
gets
thing
in a
about as
cam
beef
hole.
jerky.
If Cam gets you in a cam hole, you can say beef jerky, and he'll just stop and move on to the next person.
Uh,
A phrase
Safe
had to be
word.
invented to get yourself, safe word to get yourself out of a
that's
cam
fu-
hole, and that's the
fucking
word
hilarious.
or
Shit.
words, I guess.
Oh, poor Cam. All right. Good choice, Justin.
I mean, I love him, and I can listen to it for hours, but
This would just be random people.
yeah,
I
they
don't know,
wouldn't be
Cam.
expecting it.
Adam, what's yours?
You need to be one of the laughing audiences from sitcoms.
Mm.
Like
you have-
whatever bullshit joke or someone comes in like, hey, blah blah blah, and they're like, ha ha ha. Yeah, you have to be that asshole in the audience that's laughing for the rest of eternity.
Oh my god. You mean like the guy you can pick out? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, the one that's like
Yeah,
above everyone
yes,
else. Oh
yeah,
yeah, for
okay.
sure. Yeah,
All
you're
right.
that asshole. Yeah, 100%.
Shit, I like it.
Apparently, just being happy and joyful
No,
is being an asshole nowadays.
No. But it's just
Yes.
in the stupid, awkward moments of sitcoms where they have the voiceover laughter and it. No,
The laugh
I
track.
guess I should say that because Kat watched the '90s show recently, and like the laughter in the background like got to me. So I don't know.
I-
It just seems so dated anymore. Like I don't know. You know.
Did you watch that 90s show, Adam?
Yeah, we watched the whole thing of it.
I
It
watched
was
the first
okay.
episode, enjoyed it. I enjoyed
We
the first
watched
one.
the whole thing, and it was okay.
Just okay. It's never gonna beat that 70s show, obviously,
Yeah.
but
But it just again the weird like bullshit laughter in the
Here you
background to
go.
like make
Here
you
you
know
go.
when like funny things should happen. Like I don't know. That seems stupid. That.
yep, that.
Yeah. That
That's the one.
basically. Yeah. That
Uh,
bullshit.
now that you said that, Adam, Justin's going to use that constantly. I hope you
Yeah.
know that. Oh fuck. All right. Josh, what is your choice?
So what I would have them do is count an eternity of rice, but every 1 to 15 minutes, I would just start saying other numbers on the intercom.
And if they fuck up, they gotta start over.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was like what happens if they mess up. Yeah.
I will say that also, just for like an added bonus, if they start making piles of like 100 or 1,000, there would be an earthquake every 30 or so minutes. Just
You
to
just come in
shake
with a
everything
leaf
up.
blower. Come in
Yeah, I
with
was
a
gonna
leaf
say-
blower.
Yeah.
Have a turbine fan.
If heck does exist, then I feel like
It's-
this would be my
It's
my
this.
calling.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
wait, what?
be. I mean, this is like you're describing my dream job right now. Just tormenting people. I don't have to do any torture or anything.
Yeah.
But it just aggravating people for all of eternity. That sounds
Yeah.
Make
like what
'em-
I'd be best at.
Paint minis, and then when they're getting close, do the from old Nickelodeon shows where the slime comes down right
There
over
you
the
go.
mini.
There you go. God.
Yes.
All right. Solid choice. Okay, so my version of heck, life is pretty normal, like it is now, right? You get up, you go to work, you have friends, you got free time, you can do whatever you want. The only difference is every single day in heck, you have to go to the DMV and renew your license. Every single day, you have to go to the DMV. Every day.
Without an
That doesn't
appointment.
sound practical. Everyone
no
has to do
appointment.
that.
Yeah, everybody, every single day has to go to the
In
DMV.
heck.
No one would be able to do anything.
I
That's-
work from home. I'm
Yeah.
immune.
You still have to go. You still have to go every
Mm.
day. Everybody has to go renew their license at the DMV. That's my version of heck. It's not torture. Like, it's not painful. You're not gonna burn in a pit of fire for eternity, but you're gonna be standing in line at the DMV quite a bit.
How do people get to the DMV?
Well, your license
They
doesn't
drive.
expire till tomorrow. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
they got one more day.
Yep,
But no
yeah,
one
more
else.
day.
There's no way ever can get through the DMV that day. So therefore, tomorrow they don't. The
That's-
logic behind this sounds crazy. It's like a
Disappointed,
bootstrap.
Adam. Disappointed.
It's
It's a paradox.
it's designed to
It
work
is just
Yeah.
just barely.
wasn't there like a
It's like
Futurama
Santa.
episode where like they have to stand in the line at the auditor's office and the person in front of them had been born in the line and was like
Right,
about to,
yeah.
about to die off? Like I feel like that
Mhm.
would be definitely one of those situations.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. All right. Thank you very much for the question, Pistol Pete. We do appreciate it. All right. Quick pick of the week and then episode 0 time. Josh, kick us off. Pick of the week.
I finished last week or earlier this week, depending on if I finished it on Sunday, I don't remember. The Stand by Stephen King.
Ooh, damn.
The book, not the
Yeah.
miniseries. It is a post-apocalyptic novel in which large quantities of people die off because of a government-made virus, and the characters are those who remain. There's some more to it, but spoilers. I can't really explain anything else
Right.
without spoiling some characters or some plot lines. But I had given you a little bit of shit handful of weeks ago that you had said that Stephen King was like an intense author or something to that degree, and I'm like, I mean, like evil clowns and a killer car. This book is dark at
Yeah.
times. I mean,
Yes, it
like
is.
lots and lots and lots of people die.
Yeah.
Uh, is it still like a Cormac McCarthy book? No, not. It's still like this. Just was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Bunch of people
Yeah.
just died.
Right.
Cormac McCarthy's like, yeah, I gotta go take a walk, or like, I don't know that I can do this anymore. Contemplate my life choices up to that point. But it was very, very good. I'm curious to watch the mini series, which I heard was
Which
fine.
one?
The most recent one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know there was multiple, so I knew
Yeah.
that there was one recently. But yeah, very, very good book. Um, I generally like how it ended, which I think uh some of you might either really enjoy it or really dislike the ending, depending on your point of view. But I enjoyed it.
Did you ever read Dark Tower series?
I did, and I hated them.
Did you
Um,
notice that they're intertwined with The Stand?
no,
Okay.
I I read I read the first Dark Tower book in, I don't know, 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah.
So like I was probably 12 or
Oh, okay.
13. So
Alright.
I don't remember a ton of it other than I really didn't enjoy them. The first book was good, and then there's like giant crabs, and they walk on a
Yeah.
beach for 10,000 pages. And I'm just opening doors for no fucking reason for the next two books.
Just the second
Uh,
book.
it's so fucking mind numbing, though. The second book just needs to. I am against book burning as a concept, but I have my limits. But the first book was very good. I didn't really enjoy the rest of them, but
The yeah, the bad guy in Dark Towers is the bad guy in The Stand. Same person.
interesting.
Pretty
Yeah, I
crazy.
did not notice
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I mean, it makes sense to some degree,
Yeah, a little bit.
but spoilers for.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yep, no spoilers. I have to stand. Good, solid choice. I haven't read it in forever. I might want to go back to that at some point. Um, Justin, pick of the week.
So Marissa and I watched over the weekend a show called You Don't Know Me on Netflix. It's a 4-part series, but a man on trial accused of murder and facing overwhelming evidence against him decides at the last moment to sack his barrister and give his own summing up speech in his defense. It's a show in the UK.
Oh, interesting.
And if you haven't watched many British shows, it may be hard to understand some pieces of it. But through his retelling of this in court, it does like flashbacks of the story. And I thought that it was really good personally. It's only got a 6.8 on IMDb, but I don't think that that's fair. But if you guys watch it, you can let me know what you think. I would give it a solid 7.5,
All right. Very nice.
but I thought it was very well done. The lead actor I've never even heard of, and I thought that he did an amazing job. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a breakout at some point.
Interesting. All right. Alrighty. Adam, pick of the week.
Previous pick of the week from some of y'all, but Kaleidoscope. Finally, Kat and I finished all the way through. I definitely would take Justin's advice and do pink like right before a
Classics.
white.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it last. I would do pink white as
I
like
liked white
last.
last. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I feel like that should be the last. But I mean, like stepping back after you watched it all, like them saying that like you can watch in all sorts of orders. Like it's kind of whatever. Obviously, because the first time around, but if you know everything, there's no way that you can watch it in like different orders to know how it would feel. I guess I don't know.
Right.
It's like you got to watch it one time through, and the way you do it's the way you do it.
Yep,
So
yep.
good
Yeah.
luck. But
Yeah, I think pink
Definitely.
white for the
it's
last two is
interesting.
the way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't save pink until right before white. I think we watched pink third, and even I can kind of see your point, but even then, it was kind of cool to like. Oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was kind of
But
cool.
how did they get here?
Yeah, how did they get here?
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of cool to go back and see all that too. So, and
And
like,
then-
there's one character that's missing from that episode, and you're like, where did that character go?
yeah.
And then when you find out, yeah, so yeah, it
Yeah.
was good.
Though there was definitely some open-endedness even to white or whatever, or
Yeah.
pink. I guess
Pink.
it was technically pink. There was some open-endedness to like, is there going to be another kaleidoscope potentially? Like they definitely left open where there's a couple characters you just don't know exactly what happened to them. Everyone else, you know exactly what happened to
Yeah.
them. There's a couple characters you're like, what did happen to them?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very
Did you watch
nice.
it, Josh?
No, I don't have Netflix.
Oh,
So hasn't been. It didn't seem good enough for me to resubscribe to it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, I wouldn't say it is.
Fair
I think
enough.
probably what I'm going to have to do is like collect a mental list of all of the shows that I want to see, re-enable it for like a month, and then just binge watch everything, and then just cancel it again.
Go.
But
All right, my pick of the week is The Last of Us on HBO.
It is really good.
Very good. And I gotta say, I was
I haven't
kinda,
seen the
sorta-
second episode yet.
yeah. So yeah, we just watched the second episode today, actually, before we started recording. It stays faithful to the source material while also making some changes, which I kind of enjoyed. It's not totally par for par. Although I gotta say, there are some shots in this show that are straight out of the video game, like to a T, straight out of a video game, which is kind of cool. I was a little worried about casting, but I think the people they picked fucking nailed it. Especially Pedro Pascal as Joel. Like, perfect casting. He is phenomenal, man. He is so good. And then I really enjoy Bella Ramsey as Ellie as well. I think she's doing an awesome job. I will say there's a lot of hate online because Pedro Pascal is not white and Joel was white, and the guy who plays Tommy is not white and Tommy is white. And to those people, just go fuck yourselves. I mean, that's all there is to it. Just go fuck yourselves.
To
I
quote
covered that
Run the
before.
Jewels, they should run backwards naked through a field of dicks.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. But yeah, like even in the if you've played the game, I'm not going to spoil anything. But in the first episode, it hits a gut-wrenching point from the game, and I knew it was coming, and it still fucking got me. Like, god damn it. But super good, dude. And then episode 2, you get clickers. And like,
Yeah, if we end this on time, I might try to talk Merce into watching.
you
that
should,
tonight.
dude. They
Was
nailed
it
the
another
clickers.
like hour and a half though?
No, the second one's only an hour. Actually, like 55 minutes or something. So, but they nailed the clickers, dude. Like terrifying. They're scary. It's I don't know, man. Really, 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 really good. So check
Y'all
it out
need
if you
to
have not already.
tell me when the season is done, so that
Right, there you go.
I don't want to watch
I
it
was
week to
thinking.
week.
Yeah, that's fair. Just binge it.
Yeah.
That works. I couldn't wait. I had to start
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't Same.
Yeah, so. All right, that wraps up Pick of the Week. It is time, finally, for episode 0. Now, why are we... Oh, no. Nice.
I was
Special
promised
intro.
share.
What?
I was promised share.
That's what I thought our intro music was gonna be. So disappointed now. No, that
That's
sounded
going to
dope.
be the specialty Death in Space intro.
All right, so this is the part of the episode where, as I explained at the beginning of the episode that nobody heard,
Were you were muted?
yeah, this is not my area of expertise. So this is the point where I just shut up and hand the reins to Josh. Josh, well, first of all, please go to me last so I can see what Justin and Adam do a little bit. But otherwise, take it away, sir. It's all yours.
Ryan first.
Okay.
No.
So this is episode 0, which means we're gonna flesh out some thoughts about the game. We're gonna flesh out some character details, talk about the ship a little bit. There's probably gonna be some rolling involved
Mhm.
to get the ship exactly how you want it. And by how
Today
you want
there
it, I
is?
mean, oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
prepped for that.
Mhm.
Only one of you needs to make the roll.
Okay,
So,
Justin, do you
kinda
want to do
figured-
the honorary roll?
Well, I think there's for the ship. I swear I
different
just had
things,
a
right?
ship.
well,
Yeah, I think there's 2.
multiple things need rolled, but you don't all have to do it.
Yeah.
So like you and Adam could do it.
Perfect.
Yeah, we had
So-
the background and the quirk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What if 2 of us roll for each? And then
And then you pick which one you
we
want.
pick the one. Since the hub won't die off, like,
I think we
At
leave
least
it
I
to
don't
chance,
think.
bro.
all right,
Let's do it.
all right.
You
Chance
can do it.
Risk
Alright,
it
so-
for the biscuit.
Yes.
Adam, we'll both do one of them.
Okay.
Okay, so a little bit of like world building here. So for those of you who have not bought Death in Space, the RPG, or haven't heard of it, this is a universe in which some crystals were found, which greatly increased the speed of technology. So space travel, space communication, everything like cryogenic freezing has continued. The problem is, I don't know if you know this about humans, but anytime there's a resource that's good, we murder each other over them. So there is a very large war to kind of control these crystals. That was over 100 years ago, and although the war has, not really continued, pretty much we did a fantastic job about killing vast quantities of people. Now, all of the remaining technology is broken and in shambles. All of the spaceships are patchwork together. Crystals are still important, but there's not a ton of people that even can use them, so technology has stalled. The other thing that's important is the universe has quit growing. In fact, after the Big Bang, as the universe grew and grew and grew, it has seemingly reached its limit and is now collapsing upon itself. No one knows what's outside of the universe. Nobody knows what's in the void of nothingness past. But some people say that the void whispers to them, either directly into their ears or through technology, radio static that seems to have a message in them, or glimpses of people or beings as you change channels on your frequencies. But no one knows what will happen if the universe fully collapses upon itself. but that is a problem for another time. Little background. You all are going to be starting on the ring, which is a man-made structure of technology that orbits the moon of Tenebris, and was kind of a hub for the mining colonies, and later in the war, package, transport, ship hub, war supplies, but now is kind of a relic of days gone past where most of it doesn't work anymore. They're just kind of trying to fix everything with duct tape, bubble gum, and paper clips. And sometimes that works. It sometimes you get really lucky, or sometimes you have to barter some missing pieces to get things to work. But that will be our next session on more about what you're doing on the ring.
Okay.
So
Nicely
Yeah, that was
done,
excited.
good.
Josh.
So
Nice
Very
job.
nicely done.
excited.
So let's go ahead and let's start with the ship.
Okay.
So you had options between whether you wanted a spaceship or you wanted a
Like
space
hub?
station.
Like
Well,
a hub?
it's
Yeah,
it's
like yeah.
called both are called the hub because that's kind of where you spend your time.
Mm-hmm.
But you could pick a station or a ship. One is much more um, stationary. Obviously, a space station doesn't fly to other galaxies and planets and shit. So, am I correct that you all have picked a spaceship so you can do some exploring and things like that?
Yeah, this one says
Yes. I think we all
spacecraft as a
decided
hub
yeah, I think we all decided spacecraft would be fun to
for a
explore.
campaign centered on exploration where you use your
Mhm.
rundown spacecraft to travel between locations in the stellar system and beyond. Whereas the station was focused on social interaction and intrigue.
One thing to note regarding traveling by spaceship is in this game there is space combat, which we will go over if and when we need to.
And fuel?
There's fuel management, and
Yeah.
your shit's gonna break sometimes
Yeah.
because, like I said, technology here is pretty old and pretty shitty. But it's also important to know that planets are really far away from each other. And there's no like Star Trek warp drive here. So it could take you 40 years to get to a planet.
I think there is eventually.
There is cryogenic freezing,
Mhm.
which helps.
Yeah.
In fact, there
What?
are some.
I was just gonna say I'm pretty sure I remember a spot where like you can get bigger engines and stuff that bring the time travel down.
If we survive that long,
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure those require very large ships.
Oh yeah, I mean there won't be anything
Like
soon.
end game. Yeah. So factor in that if you just say, "Hey, fuck all these people, we're going to another planet," there may be consequences there.
Gotcha.
So keep that in mind. Um, so let me pull up the ships, and we're rolling for background, right?
Yep.
Of the ship. Yeah.
Adam, do you want to do the background or the quirk?
I can do that. It's a 1d20.
Which one do you want to do? The background or the quirk?
Background. Right? That's the first one?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
1d20.
And then
Okay. We're doing in the rolls. I got
in
an
the
8.
rolls.
You got an 8. Okay, so this one's actually a little bit special. This ship, it's one of only 3 prototypes. So it's very unique. Most people have not seen, this ship. It's got some special properties to it that maybe you don't even understand. You received this ship, but it's obviously lots of information has been lost to time.
so we're in the Outlaw Star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There's also a random crate with a person in it.
yeah.
So,
Weird, but
if y'all are thinking that that was a reference to Outlaw Star or Firefly, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So one of only 3 prototypes.
very cool.
My,
Good,
my
good roll.
character is Gene
Roll.
Starwind. All right.
Okay, hub quirk. Justin, you want to roll for that?
6.
6. Okay, so it's a little, obviously these things have been beat up. This is a prototype, which means it was never really finished properly. There might be some ships that were based off of this prototype that have had improvements or downgrades. You know how like those fancy prototype cars that look fucking dope, but they have to roll it out because it doesn't actually have an engine in it. So an interesting thing about your ship is that you need to hit the controls in a certain way to start the engine or generator. You gotta like
Yeah,
Fonz.
we're the
Fonz
Fonz.
the ship around this ship.
That's
It starts when it wants to. You know, you don't
that's
really
fair.
control the
It's a
ship.
prototype. Yeah.
So just some interesting, quirks to the ship, but uh, it's a bit strange and a little bit annoying, but it is what it is.
All right.
So that's the ship. Now it does come. I guess I'll explain the ship a little bit more in detail next episode because it will be important for plot reasons.
Okay.
So
Do we want to
let's.
come up with a nickname, or do we want to do that in game?
So at this point, or as episode 1 will start, you will all already know each other,
Okay.
and you already have the ship. So,
But it's asking for a nickname of the ship.
well, that's my
on the sheet.
that's what I was getting to. Is so I feel like you would already know a nickname for the ship prior to the first episode.
The
Yeah, it's asking
Kevin Bacon.
No.
No.
The Outlaw Star.
No.
The Bebop.
Stop talking, Ryan.
The Swordfish.
No.
Just keep naming spaceships.
Starship Enterprise. No. I don't know. You guys pick. I don't have one good one off the top of my head, so
Yeah, we'll need nickname and then the appearance.
You don't have to
But
do it
I
right
guess
now.
the appearance.
We'll think
yeah.
about that one for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have
Yeah,
we'll have
we'll
some
come
for the
back
next
to
thing. Yeah, there'll be a
Episode 1
name
will
that'll
have the
get
nickname.
it'll have a nickname dropped at some point. Someone will say it. So we'll think about it.
Beautiful.
And so of the functions that you currently have, there is a command center, which is like your bridge. You've got a crew quarters, life support module, and then a mess hall.
Okay.
So it's a ship.
Yeah.
There's shit you can add on to it, but it does the job. So think of the name, think of kind of what does it feel like, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go through. I think that's pretty much it for the ship. Let's get some character introductions done here. Justin, do you want to go first?
Sure. My character's name is Tan Jays. Yeah, he is a void. Void are robed Nihility shamans hidden behind masks, speaking through synthetic voice scramblers. They have seen visions of the edge of the universe. And my origin benefit is Voice of the Void. You can make nearby electronics emit static and crackling whispers. His drive is a person. His past allegiance was the winning side. I don't actually know who the winning side was as of now, but that's who he's with. His background, he was a asteroid driller, and his trait is polite. So this will be interesting and fun to play a nihilistic polite shaman guy.
Uh,
I feel like you're describing my
Uh,
personality right here. Nihilistic but nice.
and his looks are flamboyant robes in reflective material. He gets a handheld material analyzer, magnetic boots, a container of engine grease, a breathing mask, and a laser disc with his favorite music.
Nice.
AKA Star Lord.
Yeah.
The joke with him earlier.
Yes.
His nickname, well, I guess we'll drop the. Well, you guys would have to know. So just so you know, his
Yeah.
nickname is Haze.
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 Okay.
Smoking clouds. Just so people kind of understand the stat system a little bit better, there is 4 main stats that each character has: the body, dexterity, savvy, and tech. You get those numbers by rolling a d4 and then subtracting a second d4. You could have negative numbers, you could have 0, you could have positive numbers, but obviously, the higher the number, the better.
I
So,
have a lot of negative numbers.
yeah, that does happen. I mean, that's the unfortunate thing is the highest you could get is a 3, and
I
the
do
worst you
have
could
a
get is a
3.
-3. So, they're -2, -2. Math is hard.
No, there's -3. I have a -3.
I've got a
Perfect.
-3.
I'm glad you're the litmus test for what our available stats are. So, what is Hayes's stats, if you don't mind?
His body ability is -1. Dexterity is 0. Savvy is -1. And tech is -2.
Oof.
Oofta.
I thought that was
Oofta.
bad.
He's got a defense rating of 12. And hit points is 5.
Nice.
All right. I don't feel so bad anymore. All right.
Adam, you wanna go over your character?
Yeah. So I rolled the carbon character, which I'll read that kind of like Justin did. Grown in space-based exowombs, short lifespans, live their lives off-world and are untroubled by the darkness of space. More comfortable in an EVA suit than out of one. So I kind of presume it's just, they're workers. They're born in space. They're given a number. They're made for that reason. So my character's name is TCQ 018792. His nickname is Tick. He's got many brothers and sisters that are of different numbers and things of that nature. His background, he's a gravity swindler. His traits are he's pretty rough. Past allegiance is family, and his drive is heritage. He's very driven towards others carbons that are born like him. They don't really have a mother or a father. They're just kind of family to one another, sort of is how they feel. So they very much back each other up. One of his origin benefits is he has engineered lungs, which uses half the oxygen compared to everyone else. So you get to do 1 step for every 2 normal steps when you're out and about, which is kind of nice. Kind of like Justin, we were going to talk about what they received. He has a liquid purifier, which removes contaminants from any liquids. A hover hammock, somewhere to sleep, which is kind of nice. Rechargeable battery with compact solar panels. Box of spices, pack of incense, glove from a stolen prototype suit, and also an AI guard animal, which I have decided is going to be a rat. He's got a little rat, like a machine rat that follows him around.
I like it. Does it have a name?
No, It doesn't. Not as of right now. Maybe we'll figure out one for next time. I don't have a
It's
name
just
for the
rat.
little rat. Yeah, not as yet.
What's the mouse from The Secret of Nim?
I don't even remember.
It's been so long.
And then as far as stats at the end, I rolled pretty okay. So my body is 0, dexterity is 2, savvy is 0, and tech is -3. With a defense of 14 and hit points of 4.
Nice.
That is tick.
Means you're up, Ryan.
Okay, my character's name is Mufasa Casker. I'm so glad I randomly rolled Mufasa. So he is a Chrome. He's an ancient AI placed in a body vessel of organic material, part machine, but with an organic CPU and a distributed neural system that requires oxygen. So my origin benefit is native machine, which means that I can converse with computers as if they were real people.
Hmm.
And I'm very excited to see Josh play a computer.
That'd be cool.
Very excited. So
We'll see how that goes.
yeah. Okay, so my background is I was an asteroid archaeologist. My past allegiance was no one. I looked out for myself, and that is it. Whatever was going on in the war, I did not care. I wanted no part of it. All I cared about was looking out for number one. That was it. My trait is I am cynical. And then can I add a little more to it from there?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So I am very distrusting of humans as well, including people who might be close to me. But I still always have a feeling that humans are just looking out for themselves and they're out to get you.
Does that include other chromes, or chromes are fine?
Chromes are fine. Humans. I'm talking about humans, just
Just-
humans.
Purebreds. Got it.
Yep. So my drive is heritage. Look is antique space gloves, and nothing else. That's all I wear.
I mean, you are a robot. You don't
Yeah.
really need to
Right.
wear clothes, I guess.
Does Mufasa have a nickname?
Mufasa does not, because nicknames are a human thing, so they're dumb. So he does not have a nickname.
It's just Mufasa.
Yep. So my starting kit, engineer. I have an electric multi-tool, duct tape, tablet computer to plug in for network access, fusion welder and workwear, trinket, a bag of metal pieces called coins. And then
It's very human.
right, my starting bonus, I also have an AI guard animal, which takes the form of a cat.
Oh, nice.
and-
This will be interesting. This will be interesting.
Since he's a cynic and he hates humans, he sarcastically named him Mr. Mittens, as in making fun of humans who like cute cuddly things. That's why he did it.
Sure.
So my stats I rolled, body -1, dexterity -1, savvy +3,
Ooh, you
and
savvy as fuck.
tech -3. So good thing I'm an engineer, right? So my
You literally can speak to machines, but all they'll say is "fuck you."
yeah. Damage resistance 11 and HP is 5.
He's just like 10001, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you!" Like, what? You gonna insult my mother like that?
They just tell him to take that plug and shove it up his ass. Plug it in your ass.
But I'm savvy, and that's all that matters.
So one interesting piece of world lore, because you do have a cord, obviously, that you can plug into machines, right?
Yep.
So one thing to know about this world is that primarily things run on radio waves. So like communication happens on radio waves. For those of you who are not big fucking nerds that may be listening, radio waves in a complete vacuum travel at the speed of light. So even messages in space between large distances do take time. So it's important to know that if you are attempting to communicate, you could jack into a computer system and whatever, but communication over great distances will still take time. There will still be lag there, and so it's something to keep in mind. Just because it's I think it's kind of cool. So
Mhm.
Cool. All right. What's
I did-
next?
that's pretty much it. I don't think we have anything to roll on. Um, so you all will start on the ring, and we'll kind of go over that as part of the episode 1 next week. What I would recommend is that y'all just get familiar with the characters, post the names into chat. That way, I will do my best to refer to you only as your character's name. Whether or not that happens is debatable, but I will do my darndest. Uh,
That's all
and
we can ask.
and yeah, so I think we're good.
Awesome. Cool.
Woo!
So episode
Alright.
1
Excited.
will kick off next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll stream it live on Twitch as well as upload it to YouTube afterwards. But join us live. We would appreciate it. Come
Over under who dies first.
me. There's no over under. I'm
I'm-
dying first.
I'm doing a full party wipe. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just get that out of the way.
I guess we
Well,
should say that like this game is hardcore. People will probably die. I feel like it's more the ship and stuff that's maybe more the main character.
Yeah.
The ship is the thing that's going to stick around and get upgraded and stuff. People may come and go, but that it's like the TARDIS situation that we were
Yeah.
joking about, like Doctor Who. That's maybe more the long run character that
Right.
we are. Hopefully, we stick around, but we'll see.
yeah, and it's not to say that things are impossible, but
Mhm.
if you roll poorly or make poor choices,
Mhm.
there are consequences.
Yeah.
If you decide to go outside of your spaceship and you have forgotten to put on an EVA suit, there might be consequences to your actions. So, just gotta keep that in mind. I will do my best to not kill you completely without intervention. I'm not gonna kill you just for fun.
Yeah.
Or will I?
Maybe.
But
364 of the days, I will not. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Other way around.
But it's something to keep in mind. And the way that I would like to kind of maintain this campaign as we progress is that even if your characters do die, we're building a world. We're building, I guess, multiple worlds because space travel. But and your interactions between yourself, each other, and the world around you should hopefully affect how future characters you may have to roll interact with it. So
Yeah, it's described as a gothic horror, like hardcore mode RPG.
Yeah.
So
We're going to die. So
yeah, we
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have
I'm not-
attachments to our characters.
yeah. I'm not gonna spawn like 90s xenomorphs on your ship day 1, but that may happen day
At
3.
some
I don't
point.
know.
Yeah. Right.
Uh,
Day 3.
Yeah.
Ryan finally
No.
gets a piece of armor and he's like, fuck yeah. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spawn 90 xenomorphs. 80
Honest to
max.
God, I fully expect at least my first death will be my own stupid doing because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before, so I very much know. Like I'm just gonna be like, "What's this red button?" and then I'm in space, and that's how it's gonna go. So it'll be fun though. I'm gonna have a good time.
Yep.
But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Like I said, next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Join us. We'll probably go for a couple hours, right? 2 hours roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
If you guys are cool with that,
Alright.
yeah.
unsure how long each campaign will take. So it
Yeah.
could take us an episode, could take us 30.
Right.
We'll see. There will
Yep.
just be lots of role playing and lots of antics and lots of Ryan getting yeeted in space.
Yeah. It'll be a good time.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll probably try to limit it to 2 hours.
Yeah.
But they could be less depending on
Yeah.
stopping points.
Yeah. If we find we're at
But-
like an hour 30 and we're at a good resting time, we
Yeah.
might just
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, it'll be good. So, and then the week after, next week, we'll be back with a quote unquote normal episode. We haven't decided quite the frequency we're doing this yet. Once a month,
Once a
twice a month, once a month. How
Yeah,
about we just do
last-
every 3 weeks? Or do
Thought
you
we
wanna
were
do-
gonna do the last Monday of every
Oh yeah,
month.
that's right. That's what. Yeah, we decided that. That's right. So once a month, the last Monday of every month, we will be doing Death in Space. So we're gonna do that next week.
Also gives Huff enough time to make sure
Yeah.
he's prepped.
for sure.
Yeah.
So
Because I gotta
so yeah,
reread
look-
a bunch of shit before then.
yeah. So look forward to that. Thank you very much for tuning in. We very much appreciate it. Sorry for the technical snafu at the beginning. Hopefully you didn't miss out on too much. And we will see you all next week. Bye, Twitch. Bye. Bye.